What if I told you some of history's greatest explorers, scientists, and even military leaders once believed the Earth was hollow? Not just hollow, but filled with hidden worlds, secret civilizations, and unknown life. Sounds wild, right? Today, we're diving deep literally into where the hollow Earth theory came from, why people believed it, and how it grew into one of the most fascinating myths in history. Before we start, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your take on this theory. Let's begin. The hollow Earth theory isn't a modern internet myth. It's hundreds of years old, and at one point it was taken seriously by government officials and respected thinkers. To understand how, we need to go back to the 1600s, a time when the world looked very different. 1. The first scientific seed, Edmund Halley. Most people know Edmund Halley as the astronomer who predicted Halley's Comet. But in 1692, Halley made a bold claim. The Earth might be made of multiple layers, like shells, with a hollow space inside. Halley wasn't joking. He believed the Earth had an outer crust, 2 inner shells, and a glowing inner core. He even suggested that the hollow spaces could support life, maybe even entire civilizations. Why did he think this? At the time, scientists were confused by strange magnetic readings. Compass needles didn't always point perfectly north. Halley believed multiple magnetic fields coming from different inner layers could explain this. It wasn't fantasy to him. It was science. People didn't laugh. In fact, his idea caught the attention of the Royal Society, Britain's leading scientific organization. Halley's theory planted the first real seed. 2. Enter the explorers Captain John Clevy's Sims Jr. Fast forward to the early 1800s, and things get even stranger. A retired U.S. Army officer named John Clevy's Sims Jr. became the most famous supporter of the hollow Earth theory. In 1818, he sent letters across the country saying, "The Earth is hollow and habitable inside." But Sims went further. He claimed the Earth had giant openings at the North and South Poles, gateways to the inner world. Sims was so serious about this that he tried to convince the U.S. Congress to fund an expedition to the North Pole to find the entrance. Believe it or not, people listened. Newspapers printed his lectures, crowds gathered to hear him speak, and some members of Congress even supported funding the expedition. It never happened, but Sims' idea spread through America like wildfire. He even imagined entire inner landscapes, forests, rivers, life all beneath our feet. 3. The rise of fantasy, a journey to the center of the Earth. By the mid-1800s, science started moving on from the hollow Earth idea, but storytellers only made it more popular. In 1864, Jules Verne wrote A Journey to the Center of the Earth, one of the most famous adventure novels ever. Verne described underground seas, prehistoric animals, and massive caverns. Even though it was fiction, many readers weren't sure what was real and what wasn't. The book turned the hollow Earth theory from a scientific debate into a cultural phenomenon. And it didn't stop there. 4. Mystics, secret civilizations, and new myths. By the early 1900s, a new twist appeared. The idea that advanced civilizations lived inside the Earth. A popular version was the legend of Agartha, an underground kingdom ruled by highly advanced beings. Some writers connected it to Tibetan mysticism, others tied it to lost cities like Atlantis or Lemuria. These ideas weren't scientific anymore, they were symbolic, spiritual, and deeply mythological. But they kept the hollow Earth story alive. 5. The Nazi expedition rumors. What actually happened? One of the strangest parts of the hollow Earth myth is the claim that Nazi Germany sent expeditions to the poles searching for entrances. Here's the truth. Yes, the Nazis mounted expeditions to Antarctica and Tibet, but factual historical records show they didn't believe in hollow Earth entrances. Their interests were political, scientific, and in some cases driven by ideology and pseudoscience, but not hollow Earth specifically. Still, after the war, conspiracy theories exploded, linking Nazis to underground cities, flying saucers, and more. This kept the hollow Earth theory alive through the mid-20th century. 6. Admiral Byrd and the secret diary myth. Another major contributor to the legend is the claim that Admiral Richard Byrd, a real U.S. explorer, flew into a hollow Earth opening in the 1940s. The truth? Byrd's real diaries and public records show no such thing. The idea came from a fake diary published decades later, which historians agree was not written by Byrd. But this fake story spread the idea that governments were hiding an entire world inside the Earth. 7. Hollow Earth in modern times. Today, almost all scientists agree. The Earth is not hollow. We have seismic data, satellite readings, and geological research showing the planet has a solid inner core, a molten outer core, and a mantle. But the story of hollow Earth refuses to vanish. It lives on in books, movies, games, and online forums. Not because it's true, but because it taps into something human. The dream that there is more to this world than we can see. A hidden world, just out of reach. So that's the real origin of the hollow earth theory, from respected scientists to bold explorers to storytellers, mystics, and modern myths. Whether you see it as science history, fantasy, or something in between, it's one of the most fascinating stories ever told. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more mysteries, and comment your take. Do you think there could be anything hidden beneath our feet? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.